So I've recently heard you talk about democratizing energy. Could you expand a little bit on what you were meaning?
Yeah, no, certainly. So if you think about every domestic consumer, we've had energy done to us for our entire lifetime, right? You buy a house, it's already got a furnace in, you take on the utility bill. But also, you get to the end of the month or the end of the quarter, you get something through the letterbox and it's a page of numbers that you just don't understand. And at the bottom of that document, there's a pain point, right? You have to transfer money, you have to write a check, and therefore you've had energy done to you. Now, even as someone who's been in the energy market for 15, 20 years, if somebody said to me, what's a kilowatt or a kilowatt hour? You're like, it's a number on a spreadsheet. But what you find with people moving into an electric vehicle is suddenly you know what 250 kilowatts means. Because it's still a meaningless number, but you know that it's 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. So you suddenly have that an emotional association with 250 kilowatts. The next piece is, you then think about the battery 75 kilowatt hours. Again, another meaningless number, but that's 200 miles. Okay, so I know my house now uses 200 miles of electricity in 4 days. So I have context to my energy consumption. But what we see with people who then start that journey is they then say, hey, I need a better tariff for my energy because I'm using more. They ask better questions. They then start to think about, can I make my own energy? In the UK, we have some very dynamic tariffs. So people are choosing some really strange time of use tariffs to benefit the cheapest energy and having smart devices. So people are becoming a participant in the energy system. Energy is not being done to them. You're democratizing it, they can be a participant. My final point though is, often people think that that's just for geeks, right? People who are ready to switch stuff on and off and really engage. But I think as the market matures, you could outsource the democratization. I think you'll buy a car in the future, you'll lease a car, bundled into that deal, somebody's going to manage the energy for you. When we think about buying energy to heat your home, people value comfort. They don't value the furnace or the bill. So you could have heat as a service, transport as a service, and have these things bundled in. So even if the early adopters might be, very engaged, even if you don't want to be engaged, you can still democratize energy long term.